when it comes to seeing a lot of these games at one time, that PS2 can get a little monotonous. But we're seeing Ike and ZSS. These are two popular characters that we've been seeing a lot of lately.
Yeah, very, very strong characters in general. Both respective high to top tier characters. ZSS being very, very evasive with her down B and zoning out with her nair. Ike, more about like pressuring shields, conditioning. There are certain things that you can do, such as like condition into shield with nair into grab, or vice versa. Sometimes you want to mix it up and go for the nair. This will be an interesting matchup. I'd imagine this is tough on both ends, since ZSS can kind of gimp Ike, and ZSS obviously being on the lighter end can die quite early from Ike's kill confirms.
Yeah, and Ike actually in danger right there of losing the stock. But good good on SpawnMan for recovering low, keeping certain resources. I feel like this is definitely going to be a matchup of who takes control of neutral, and already you see SpawnMan missing the tech and MisterMan not playing any games and getting the down smash into the boost kick.
Yeah, that was a great stock coming out. And right here we see an up smash. Alright, good damage overall. Alright, a little bit angsty with the smash attacks, but still manages to get into a good place neutral.
Yeah, and I feel like SpawnMan was kind of hoping for a dash in from MisterMan. A lot of ZSS players like to throw out those aerials and try to do a quick dash in just to put on some pressure, but SpawnMan kind of checked that with his Aether out of shield. So let's see how he does at the ledge against ZSS.
Yeah, ooh, he kind of messes up. Oh, that was a great way to kind of reverse the situation. And as I say that, almost reversing the situation back, and that's a stock.
Yeah, that was definitely the thing that happened. That was, great reversal coming out from SpawnMan, and keeping their head on a swivel and getting pretty quick punish, pretty fast punish, and putting them back into the game pretty much.
Ooh, I thought I was gonna see that the other way to get a suicide spike, but decides to get damage instead.
He just does not care. He's throwing out this ether. And wow, okay, MisterMan almost DI'd himself into oblivion. And right now, MisterMan has to be careful throwing out, an unsafe attack in front of SpawnMan, because it looks like he's ready to pull the trigger.
I guess there was no trigger pull there, because that was an SD. I'm guessing a little bit angsty on the edge guard. I'm not too sure. I know the PS2 stage can kind of have that sort of pineapple effect where you kind of get stuck under there. That was really unfortunate.
I mean, it happens, right? But SpawnMan's still in this game. I'm actually liking how MisterMan has been playing a lot of this hit and run game. That being said, got caught on the run and got hit by Ike. So good stuff by SpawnMan.
All right, we got a tech chase opportunity. All right, that was great place. Oh.
No. Okay, so I feel like I know what happened. So, I feel like SpawnMan completely expected to get hit by that kick and went to go tech and just didn't get hit. And just nothing happened. And and just nothing happened, and just air dodged all the way down into the blast zone, and MisterMan just taking the game one.
That was really unfortunate. I was confused for a moment, because I was like, okay, misses the nair, probably not going to get the flip kick, and then it didn't really matter, because they were expecting a tech option, and instead they buffer an air dodge.
Yeah, buffer air dodge, and that's going to give Mississippi State a 7-0 lead on Tennessee. And they're already digging themselves a little bit of a hole. Let's see if MisterMan can, close his gap a little bit going into game two. Because if you get, you know, back-to-back 2-0s right now would be pretty damaging to the University of Tennessee team.
Most definitely.
So, yeah. So, I mean, I wonder if we're going to see a character switch. Maybe.
You know, to be honest, I would not recommend a character switch just because I felt like that was somewhat close despite the SDs. And I think if you have the counterpick advantage and you're keeping it that close, plus USD in the previous game, I think that really adds up to you just sticking with your character and really sticking with your game plan. At least that's what I think is ideal.
Yeah, you know, I agree with that, right? You know, sometimes you feel like you could just improve upon little things within a game, but you know, you never know. We can also see what MisterMan decides to do. Let's see what stage. Let's see if they pick stages. Let's see what stage. Maybe, you know, maybe we could see maybe a triplat counterpick, right? I could definitely see an Ike wanting to go to a triplat.
Actually, I think this might be a run back. I could be completely wrong here, but I believe this is. Oh, okay.
Fabulous. Okay. So yeah, so right now, yeah, we're gonna go back to PS2, and yeah, and you know, I don't really completely hate it. I don't think SpawnMan was doing that bad, but now MisterMan got the look like he's reading a lot of these approaches right now.
Yeah, and also I saw a little bit of sticky movement from SpawnMan, kind of roaring aerials where they don't need to be roared. Like there was like a weird turnaround nair, and it didn't really work out. Yeah. Ooh, great tech chase. All right. Ooh, okay. I actually didn't expect that to kill, but yeah, that was impressive. Just reading SpawnMan's aerial drift and getting that kill.
Yeah, and you know, it was funny because in the game one, we saw MisterMan actually go for a lot of these forward airs to try to edge guard Ike's side B. And that actually countering it with ZSS's side B of her own, it's a pretty good choice because it's also projectile and it gives you space and you won't automatically activate Ike's side B.
And we see another, speaking of side Bs, we see another one coming out. Okay, falling near. Okay, I like the sort of evasiveness that I see from MisterMan, really taking advantage of that flip kick. Ooh, okay.
Yeah, and that's DSS's main game, a lot of the mobility stuff. And MisterMan is definitely playing into that. And I'm really liking the passiveness that I'm seeing out of MisterMan. It's a lot of poking against Ike. It's a lot of you know, not interacting with Ike's close-up buttons. I feel like that's been the theme with a lot of these characters that have really strong up close buttons. Is not interacting with them as much.
All right, gets the nair. Yeah, overall, I just like MisterMan's understanding of positioning, and even there, like, sure you missed the up smash, but like you had the right idea, you know. And so, I think in general, if you have that concept in your mind, you can get a lot of these lengthy strings that we're seeing here from MisterMan.
Yeah, it's a lot of strong positioning, and you know, even more so than punishing all the time, it's really about your positioning. Because if you're in the position to punish, right, even if you flub a punish, you would still be in the right position. You're putting yourself in a position to capitalize on something. So, you know, just good on MisterMan for doing that. But let's see if, you know, SpawnMan can get something started going into this last stock situation.
Yeah. Good flip kicks from MisterMan.
Yeah, and SpawnMan is just trying to play the game. But MisterMan doesn't want to play it with him.
Sadly not. All right. Wow. Ooh, that was nice.
Yeah. So yeah, when you do quick draw like that, and you land into the stage, you can cancel it just like there. 2 quick draw mix-ups into the ground.
Ooh, just wanted to end it with that up B.
Oh no.
All right, I like that after he got hit with the flip kick, he came back with that anti-air.
When does Nair to up B start KOing?
I believe, okay, so I believe it kills lightweights around like 60-ish. I think if you do like falling Nair and then jump up B, it should kill near the side. I think if he stales the Nair enough, you can get the kill. Oh, but that said,
Wow, and
good
it
edge guard.
doesn't matter because he goes up in back airs, which is actually pretty risky. Mostly because of how Ike's quick draw works. The auto detect can be pretty wild. And just the fact that they went off there and back aired. I mean, excuse me, that was a forward air.
Oh, it was forward air, okay.
Yeah, looked like a forward air, yeah. Yeah, I mean, that's pretty good anticipation and awareness. So, coming up by MisterMan.
Great positioning, great positioning. And it's